Well, it's part of our custom as a church to share our ways of the week. And so our way this week is going to be shared by Reverend Kathy Eagles. Kathy has been such a joy to be a leader within our congregation and to serve in a variety of ways. She's preached. She helps lead the centering prayer group on Wednesday evenings, and she's always got her hands up and praising God in the contemporary worship service, and she's a joy and inspiration, and welcome.
I paid Wes to say that. And in case you don't know, the name Eagles is the same as the football team. Go Eagles. So today's way of the week is to assume positive intent. And that is a way that we as a people, as a congregation and individuals, share our love with one another. Positive intent means that we assume that the other has our best interests or is actually thinking the best or acting in the best way. And I came up with an example. And this is not my husband, just to assure you. A husband goes to Costco to buy the groceries, and in Costco he spots this top, and he likes it. So he buys it for his wife. The only problem is that it's the wrong size, and it's an ugly color. So what should she do? Should she appreciate his thoughtfulness, or should she criticize him and go, "Don't you know my size? Don't you know the colors I like?" The truth of the matter is we cannot know what another person is thinking or what their motives are unless we outright ask them. So assuming positive intent is a loving way of building relationships and building a strong community. Assuming negative intent can have exactly the opposite effect. And I found that out personally when something I did offended someone that I know. And she assumed that I had done it for a wrong reason. And then she shared her judgment and her criticism with other people. When I found out what was being said about me, I felt very misjudged. I felt betrayed. I hurt inside. Sadly, I have to admit that I've done the same thing. Been quick to judge, quick to share a criticism with other people, not caring whether it was true or not worrying about how it affected the other person. But just think of how differently that could have been if we cared enough about one another to ask why, to assume that it was a good thing and a good reason. Why? Why did you do that? Why did you say that? And if we're honest with ourselves, our own intentions are not always pure. The actions that we do are not always good or right. Only Jesus has the ability to know what's in our hearts. And he always, always covers us with his grace. So all we can do is pass that grace on to other people. So if we desire to have strong relationships, if we desire a long and loving church, we will assume positive intent. So this week, if someone says something or does something that, well, you have a little bit of a problem with, first, assume a good reason, assume positive intent. And if there's a problem, then go to that person and cover them with the very same grace that Jesus covers you. Amen.